So let me just start by saying this. I think that the game is finished. One, I think the devs of the game, Deca, they've never been known for doing anything good. And personally, what I think that they're doing is they're just exploiting the community, trying to give you whatever little minuscule amount of content you need in order for you to shut up, sit down, spend your hard earned money on the game, and get milked for everything that you work for your entirety of life. The content is garbage. If you couldn't tell if you've ever played the game, a majority of the stuff in VOA, Valley of the Ancient, something that I heard took them 6 years or 6 months. Regardless, this stuff wouldn't take you 6 months to make. That it can take a company that is known for being in existence for a good amount of time, 6 months, to make a reskin festering pit of trash, dog crap, unfinished textures, bugs everywhere, enemies walking through the map, enemies hitting you way gosh damn hard, way too gosh damn hard. Like literally everything in VOA is probably a reskin. Like I kid y'all not. Like most stuff in VOA is reskin. Maybe 90 to 95% of the textures in this map are reskins. I'll go over some of those recently, but I just wanted to show off this water. I hate this water. I think it looks so stupid. Every time I look at it from a distance and I can see my gosh damn reflection in it, it just pisses me off. I don't know who made this. Would you just grab a mirror and just say, hey, I'm going to turn it into water? Like, what is this, bro? Is this a portal into another dimension? What am I looking at? Also, another thing is, I don't know how this is even possible. I've never seen a game have something like this before. But when you smack an enemy and you have your damage numbers, right? For some reason, the trees in the background, and not even just the trees, I don't know what's happening right here, like whatever that is. That the spider? Whatever, it doesn't really matter. But for the most part, the damaging numbers that you end up hitting off the enemy, for some reason, just fly through the trees. And a lot, not even just the trees, like there's some other things in the background that it also flies through. For some reason, it's like, what are these not in the background? Like, how do you get something like this to happen within the game? What are we talking about? This is a company that has made a crap ton of money. Like, they're not poor by any means. What is this? And I'm just going to go over a lot of the things that are technically reskinned. One, these grass piles are reskinned in the game. These already exist. These little frogs have already existed in the game, and these are just reskin. These dogs, I will find all three of these things for you real quick just to prove my point. Before I do that, I don't know what the heck is happening in Lur's Reach with my colors. Like, what is going on with these rocks, dude? Like, what is this? Why is everything pitch white? Am I dying? So here you go, real quick. These are the same dog textures. They just turned it lighter brown. This is a black dog or a dark brown dog. I don't know. But basically the same dog. What the hell is this? Yo, why is it moving like that? What the hell, boy? I just came to this area real quick because it'd be easier. These are the same trees, by the way. They literally, word for word, bar for bar, stole the trees from Lur's Reach and Heroes Landing and just stuck them directly into VOA. There is no difference between the two. I'm not going to talk about the tree because this isn't the same texture of the tree. There's already an event mob that spawns in that pretty much looks identical. I'm going to go see if it's up or not. But this deer, wanted to show this off real quick. Word for word, bar for bar. This deer is exactly in the game. You got this statue. This is all over the place, just made a little bit bigger. This is the statue of Epona. This is all over the place in VOA. They just might have made them a little bit bigger or smaller. Not that it's not wrong for these to be there, because it is a game about the Celtic gods. But even then, a lot of the reskins, like this might be the same exact dog. Once again, word for word, bar for bar, band for band. This might be the same dog that is literally in VOA walking around in multiple places. It could even add different colored dogs. I'm show you this as well. This is the boat. This is here in Lur's Reach. They're also in Heroes Landing, but they have rowers on the side of them. This one does not have any rowers. This is them in VOA. As you couldn't tell, this might be like, even the way it's tilted. I don't know why these are tilted like that. I mean, you could have just shoved them in the water. Why is that one in the water and it looks so nice and clean and light brown? And then you got these two brown ones that are just sitting here sideways for some reason. Here you go. Here's the deer, by the way. I was just showing that off. Once again, word for word, bar for bar, band for band. This is the same deer, just letting you know now. These plants, I mean, once again, they couldn't even add anything unique to the game. I'm pretty sure these flowers, by the way, I couldn't find this grass because it's snowing right now, but I'm 100% certain that you could find this grass in Lur's Reach. And it's identical. Like, I kid you not. Like, I swear on everything in my soul, I saw this somewhere in Lur's Reach before. And it's just completely identical. One for one, no difference. Here's some of the enemies. This is a bewitched drifter. All the dogs are pretty much just reskinned from the tower. There's no difference. These enemies are also from Otherworld. These are literally the same enemies. Now, of course, they can kind of make it make sense, but it would have been nice to have a little bit more diversity and the things that you're fighting. Like, it's not about, oh, hey, it doesn't make sense. Like, it does technically make sense that the enemies are here in VOA. Like, I've read a lot of the lore in the game, which most people probably don't even do. It does to some extent make sense that these enemies are indeed here in VOA. This tree, it just would have been nice if something in this map would have not been a reskin, bro. Like, I kid you, almost every single enemy in this map is a reskin of something else from the already existing maps. So what did they even make? Like, for example, this tree, this is just like almost a carbon copy of the tree from the one in front of Duskweather Catacombs. These eggs exist already in the game. You could find these in Otherworld. These are just, once again, they just made one small, one medium, and one gigantic. I don't know what the difference between the three is. Why are there three different types of dragon eggs? What the hell crapped out this dragon egg? You know? Like, what pooped out this dragon egg? Just showing it off real quick. But yeah, this is one of those trees. I don't know if there's some lore tied to them. I'm not found anything about these trees anywhere that I look. I don't know what the significance of the story or anything like that, what Crom did, or why this tree is glowing. Why is there one here in Duskweather Catacombs, and then there's another one literally in VOA that look almost identical to the textures that they're using? I don't know if there's another one like this, but this is the only one that I've managed to find. So yeah, I don't know if they just reskinned that and made it a little bit different, but a little bit unfortunate though. These are just things spread all throughout VOA. I'm so certain that 95% of the stuff in VOA is reskinned things. We got an ancient hunter's remains. Now, I don't mind this system in the game. I actually thought this was really cool. This does pay you off a lot for the already existing overly grindy, overly needed amount of coins from mount tokens and pet tokens that you need to actually get your creatures extremely maxed out, bro. And I've had help with both of mine. I have a tier 3 spirit warbear and a tier 3 spirit salve root. And the amount of stuff that you need to get for these things to be maxed is just ridiculous. If they ever make a tier 4, the game might end up dying because it's going to be so expensive to actually get those things maxed out. It's already hard enough to get a tier 3. It's crazy that they just made another tier to the already existing, already long getting amount of coins that you would need, and they just put more on top of it. It's insane to me. But yeah, talking over reskins, right? I'm gonna go find this real quick. This is just literally a reskin as well. Like, dude, this wouldn't even look bad if my map would actually load in. Like, what is going on, bro? Bro, Deco, why is every time they release an update for the game, it just ends up breaking everything? Bro, these people aren't even talking to each other. Bro, what is this like? Who is he looking at? Bro, who's he? Hey, at least these two are having a conversation. What's everyone else doing? Like, what are all these other people doing, bro? Ah, we finally found one. All right, so as you can see, bounty, little bag, little sword into the stone. We'll pick that up. It's actually the same thing, bro. They couldn't even make it look a little bit more pristine or clear or crystal to be, an actual ancient bounty pledge. It's just a bounty pledge. Literally the same exact thing, dude. There's no difference. Bounty, the red thing, the bag, the sword, whatever, man. Lazy ass company, bro. I hate this company. They only added this content to shut the community up. That's why it looks so bad and it's so clunky looking. Oh, I hate this water, man. These spiders are just reskinned spiders. I'm gonna have to go find them real quick. Forgot where they spawn. I think it's Karamore. Yeah, it is Karamore. I was right. Yeah, I mean, of course you're not gonna make a spider look any different, but I mean, for the most part, once again, it's just a reskinned character. I've already said this. It's a lot of things in the game. That white spider that's in there was already an existing boss that existed in Otherworld. What the hell? Those things look so stupid. Here are those eggs that were there earlier that I ended up showing off, where they had a small, medium, and then really large egg. These have been in the game for an insanely long amount of time. There you go. Another little reskin right there, just letting you know. And when Otherworld came out, at least they had something that made the map look a little bit unique, like these giant mushrooms. They made like these little mushrooms, these crystals, dude. Bro, what is happening? Oh my gosh. And you have this dragon. This is called River Drag. I think recently they actually did end up patching the textures on this guy. This guy had missing textures. I don't know if it's the same for mobile, but on PC, he had missing textures all over his body. Like his tail was decapitated, his wings were missing, like half of the parts of them. His neck had a giant clunk in it. And now it's like, where did they even get this texture from, bro? I'm pretty sure I've seen this somewhere. I can't put my finger on it, but why does it look like that? It's so unresed. Dude, why can't I see the pixels on this dragon, bro? Just these dogs. These are in the tower. Here you go. This is just like the red and the yellow version of them, but pretty much the same thing. These are the dogs that are in VOA. Took this out of the tower or probably one of the lower levels, and they just slapped a different color on it and put it into VOA. Now, of course, I know that these enemies once again tie into the lore, but reskinned enemies. These are in Otherworld. I'll show them off real quick. Here you go. Just showed it off. Now, of course, these are Blackstone archers. I don't know what the resemblance to these guys being here and then being in VOA is. Sometimes it's hard to remember all the lore from every single NPC, especially since most people actually don't care about any ties to the story that this game actually tells you. Another thing is, something that pisses me off that a lot of spots in VOA actually have are enemies that walk through the floor, can get pulled through the floor, or let's say you're about to hit them and then they just disappear and you can't target them. They're hitting you through the floor while you're trying to fight them. This is one of the spots that I know of. I think there's about 7 that I can actually show. I'll show like 3 or 4 of them for now. Oh, there you go. He's camping out in the floor. You know, he's just vibing out with the map. He really enjoys it. He thinks the map looks really good. There you go. He might walk through the floor, I think, right around here. Yep, there you go. He's gone. There's another one right here. And I don't know why these enemies are able to walk through the map. But for the most part, yeah, this just exists all over the place in this map. Yep, there you go. He spawned in right here if you couldn't see him. This bat boss, I'll show in a second, but this is a bat that you can just pretty much find anywhere in Fingal's cave. Throughout all of this cave, there are enemies everywhere that walk through the ceiling, can get pulled through the map. There's like weird spots where you can sometimes walk through the map. I hate fighting in this cave. It's so unenjoyable. I hate this stupid cave, bro. I don't know why there's no 229 and 230 enemies for you to hit 230 to be able to fight Crom. If you're going to make a 230 boss, make some gosh damn enemies that lead to the level of the boss. I don't know where the boss is. I was going to show off the cave drag, but I can't even find the damn thing. It's probably in a wall somewhere flying around. Like, what is going on over here, bro? What is this? Why are these enemies able to walk through the walls? Like, is there no collision for enemies on walls? I don't know where this dragon is. I mean, I can't find it. They might have killed it, maybe. I don't see the cave drag anywhere. I don't know where it is. Bro, did I not just see the cave bat? Like, not even that long ago? Bro, where is this enemy at? Where did it go? Bro, what the fuck is this plant? I've never noticed. Dude, what? What in the 3D painting technique is... what the... Bro, it's not even folded. It's slit. This game is so finished, bro. Bro, where is the bat? I can't even show it off. Where did the bat go? Well, moving on, I don't know what happened to the cave bat unless they're killing it or something. All right, but yeah, I'm not going to sit here and attack the reskins too much longer. That's just something I wanted to show, just shine a little bit of light that they rushed the living hell out of this content. The content was made for you to log in. They utilized the system that a lot of other games end up utilizing. Here's one of those systems. The system to get this next piece of armor is absolutely insane, right? You know, the grind to farm out your faction takes an insanely long amount of time. I think somebody told me like 260 days if you're playing every single day. They told me like some crazy number. And I don't know if it's true, but I do know for a fact, if 1 and 2 take about a month to 2 months to do, how long does getting 3, 4, and 5 take? This is, like, I kid you not, absolutely insane to think about. To get T5, Tier 5 faction, for the hidden folks, it would probably take you almost a year for the normal person to achieve. This is disgusting. If you want this on multiple characters, you're not getting it. You could get EDL, DL, Frozen, Meteoric, Warden, any other set of armor in a reasonable amount of time, and you're actually able to do it on multiple characters. You will not be getting this on T5 on every single character unless you have no life, you hate living, and you don't want to do anything with your next 10 years of your life. Not to mention the quest. This is the shard a day quest. Now I'm a warrior. There are 2 of these quests. This is the one for the tank armor where you seek out and slay powerful wolves, bears, boars, and roamers, 3 stars within the valley. This one's reasonable, easy to do. The 3 stars spawn all the time for the dogs, so it's not really hard to do. Plus, warriors are the only ones that need to kill 3-star dogs, so they're pretty much just always up. The one that really sucks is this one, a shard a day, just warrior. This is for the DPS armor, consumed castle for magic rubble. For some reason, you need 6 for this. Most people are probably going to do both if they're a warrior. It just makes sense. Why would you not do it? It's literally only hurting you if you don't. It gives you more options in the future if you want to go DPS for, or if you want to be a tank. You might as well do both. Sometimes you can still tank as a high level warrior if you put on the DG armor. You could just swap in the tank pieces and you just become an unkillable monster. But this one right here, seek out and slay powerful kites and dryads, 3 stars within the valley, 1 of 4. This is what burnt me out. Trying to do this on my warrior alone is miserable. I need help. My warrior is a tank. I can't swap between the two because I would end up wasting too many materials. I'm not a pay to play player. I'm not sitting here buying chests every 5 minutes of the day. I'm completely free to play. I've had help from my lovely man Willie, otherwise known as Leopard, and a ton of other people through making deals for leveling up their characters and doing things like that, blah, blah, blah. This has completely burned me out of the game. This system is in so many other games where they just add something to try to get you to log in every single day just to keep their numbers up and to make you constantly keep coming back to the game. This has actually ended up pushing me away from the game. Now, if it would have been maybe 50 shards, right? You got to log in for 50 days to get your chest piece, right? Let's say in reasonable sense, 100 days. This is super armor. You can basically make a lot of the content in the game almost meaningless with these super pieces of armor that you can get from this quest. 200 days is an insane number to even have on the board. It shouldn't even be 200. It should be cut in half and it should be 100 to get 3 pieces of your armor. You will spend 100 days to get 3 pieces of your armor, not 100 days to get a singular piece of armor. It is insane to me. And of course, you're supposed to have your clan help you get these things and then get geared. But you get them at such a slow rate because the bosses take so long to respawn that people don't get geared at a reasonable rate. It takes an insanely long amount of time for something like Gelebron. I think Gelebron has a 2 to 3 day timer. Bloodthorn the Ravenous has about a 2 to 3 day timer. And the normal rates, Prot has, I think, a day timer or something like this, or something stupid. And these bosses just take so long to respawn. If they wanted to do something good for the game, you would nerf the shard requirement that you need. For example, why does this chess piece need 100 shards to get, man? Make that 50, dude. Like, cut all of these in half. This is insane to me. Spending days to get this armor, it would maybe at most, if you lock in and there's nobody before you to get your EDL armor and DL armor, maybe not the weapons, but definitely the armor, it would take you reasonably less than a week, if not a week, to get. Not 1 piece, not 2 pieces, probably 3 pieces to 4 pieces of EDL. I locked in for about a week, killed every single enemy all day, and eventually I ended up getting my EDL in a reasonable amount of time. Of course, my clan was helping me get it. This crap is just insane, dude. This right here makes me not want to do this. Like 100 days you have to log in and play the game to get your armor, dude. Dude, that's 3 months and 10 days. If every month was 30 days, that is 3 months you have to consistently play the game every day, spend at least an hour on average, at least 40 minutes to an hour, if not more, depending on your class, to spawn in 3-star dragons and 3-star trees so that you can get the shard in the first place. But not only that, you have to go get rubble. For some reason, you need 6 rubble. 6 is an insane amount because they couldn't make it 4 rubble where you go into the castle and there's 2 outside, then 2 inside. They had to make it 6. So you pick up all 4 rubble and then you have to wait for them to respawn or go run all the way across the map to get 1 and then run all the way across the map again to get another one when you could just wait a minute and a half for the rubble to respawn and just pick it back up. because it's easier that way and it takes less effort. This system is how they hate you. I promise you, this system shows that they hate you. The next system I'm going to talk about is these chests. These chests, a majority of the time, are just filled with reskins from what One Thumb Mobile, the predecessors of this game, once made. And then they just, most of the time, they just add different colors. They'll take a mount that is completely useless now, like I don't know, like they'll add some stupid broom or something like that in the game, put like Aeon in front of it, and then call it a new item that you will spend hundreds of dollars to get and then never end up using because they're just completely freaking useless. What is a Terra token? I'm just saying, for the most part, I hate this in video games. Like, to put something like RNG into the game and then hope that people actually get the things that make their character good. For example, if you're a mage, you need a Phoenix. Like, Phoenix is just too good compared to your normal non-premium pets. Like, no non-premium pet can compare to the Phoenix in any way, shape, or form. Like, it's not even close. It's not like, oh, well, this is a good exception. No, like, the Phoenix adds too much to a mage for them not to use it in terms of damage, not only for themselves but for other people. They just lock you down into being forced to buy premium pets, and it sucks because there's like a huge difference between a non-premium pet and then a premium pet, not only in terms of stats but in terms of damage that they deal and usability that they're used in. And somebody would be like, oh, well, that makes sense, right? It's a premium. It's RNG. Like, dude, you would spend I've watched somebody spend $500 and not get a single nightmare essence. Listen to me real quick. You need a good amount of those nightmare essences to ever get your mount maxed out. A tier 3 nightmare is not going to help you at 230. It's useless. It's useless at 230 because they scale with your level. It's every 20 levels or something like that that the mount is going to follow. And then if you're not within those 20 levels of your level, the mount is just completely freaking useless. Same thing with the pets. It doesn't scale with your level unless it's at the level of your character. So if I'm 230, I want a tier 3 spirit. If it's not a tier 3 spirit, it means it's not giving me the full value of my level. That's why normal spirit is 200 or 210, then spirit 2 is 220, and then spirit 3 is 230 because it's scaling with your level. And then they lock it down behind these crazy high amounts of RNG. Like, dude, I tell you, like, I've just watched so many people open chests in this game, and they just get garbage and garbage and garbage. And then sometimes people win, and then sometimes people don't. And imagine you want something and you need something to make your character better, and you can't get it because that guy who spent $40 got really lucky and got 3 of them, and the guy that spent $700 didn't get crap. These systems and these types of games kill games. That's why a lot of games in the recent times are getting rid of this disgusting heap of trash of a way to get something in a video game. This is disgusting. Like, I just keep looking at the game and I just don't want to play it. Like, VOA makes me not want to play the game anymore. Like, it's actually crazy that I just don't want to play the game. This water, the reskins, the laziness, all the bugs, the glitches, nothing working as intended, the missing textures on some of the bosses, although they just fixed that, but then every time that they fix something, 10 things break, and this happens over and over and over again. This has been consistently going on since I've been playing the game. I think I've been on the server for about 6 months now. I've been playing on the PC server Seri. And I've just, every time an update comes out, an event, they nerf the timers boss spawns in. The bosses break. They don't work no more. You can kill them for free. You got glitched out skins. You got fashion not working. You got clipping on some models. Some of the characters break. They made Caromore tunnels turn into all black people. They turned Caromore tunnels literally into all black people. To me, it's just insane. I personally think that they added this content into the game just to farm the community for more money. That's what they're known for doing. A lot of people don't seem to realize that. They will add half-ass content to the game, and they've done this to other games. It's not just Celtic Heroes. Like, this is what people just don't seem to understand. This company has been known to do this. They add half-ass content, which this is clearly half-ass content, since most of it is already stuff that existed within the game, reskinned, these tents, these skeletons, this guy wearing Dragon Lord and VOA for some reason. They could have put him in El Dagoots armor. They could have put him in DG. What did they put him in? They put him in Dragon Lord armor. I don't understand the significance of this Gate Guard Lucas, which is a rogue holding a Dragon Lord bow. I don't know the point of this character. This character pisses me off. The water pisses me off. And the fact that I can see the water and this character at the same exact time makes me want to hate the game even harder than I'm already doing. Bro, look at Lur's Reach. Look, bro, they broke my game. Like, everything looks stupid. What is happening with the textures on my game right now? Why is my view distance nerfed by 79%? What happened? Why am I unable to see forward anymore? Like, what's going on? Why is VOA fine, but this map that they added the snow texture in completely broken? Like, what is going on? Like, dude, what is happening over here? What is going on? What is my game right now? It's not my view distance because every other map is working fine. What did they add to the game to make it look this stupid? Fog? It's supposed to resemble fog, so it's making everything like invisible or pale. Like, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Everything that this company does to the game breaks. It's like they just rush it out there. Like, all right, guys, we got 2 days to do this. We've been fucking AFK in the studio for like 9 days. We haven't done shit. Time to make a rushed event real quick that's already been in the game 9 times. We're just going to put it in, add a different mob this time with a different color on itself. Oh, wow, guys. They're not going to know the difference. Wow, it's purple. Woo! It's purple now. Let's go. Good event, literally, from the tower. Again, just another reskinned enemy. Man, I miss One Thumb Mobile. And then actually add unique bosses and things for you to kill within the game. This company just adds a bunch of crap into the microtransactions, so you sit there and cough up all your hard-earned money for their crap game that breaks every 2 weeks. They add a damn event to it. I can't, man. I'm signing out. I don't care. Like, the community's going to say, like, why are you complaining? They probably won't even get to the ending of the video. This game is dead. Like, 100% this game is dead, bro. It could have been something cool and something that actually managed to survive with its small community of dedicated players that actually want to spend money and support the game. No, I can't do it. I can't put money into this game. I did it back in the day when I played a long time ago. You would never catch me dead spending money on a game that is this fucking bad. This is disgusting, man. Like, why is this dude shooting me with fucking magic, bro? What is this shit? Why am I getting hit with magic from a dude with 2 daggers? This game is so dog shit, bro. This company really just farms the community, bro. Like, they really do. Wow, this guy's in the same spot as the last event. Just reskinned, by the way. Another reskinned enemy in the same spot. By the way, they didn't even change the locations of the enemies. These are the identical same spots. Look, he even ate the bug. Reskinned enemy. Same animation and everything. They didn't make these animations, by the way. And it does. It just pisses me off that this is a game that I've played for so many years of my life. And this greedy, disgusting company is trying to just pull a fast one on the community. And I guarantee you in the next couple of years, if people just slightly go below their probably minimum amount of money that they want from the game, they'll kill it instantly. They will instantly kill this game. Like, I kid you not, every update is a broken glitch, broken something, swaps don't work, the bosses don't work, the bosses hit you harder, you have minus 5k HP for some reason. Like, just always something breaking in the game. But hey, we got new chests though. Woo!